So, Oz, explain where we are and why you're looking so happy.
I'm looking so happy down here because this is a place just near Chilham, near Canterbury. I used to go around these fields when I was a kid and they were apple orchards. And I used to sing in Canterbury Cathedral with the guy who used to own this land before Mark bought it. And now I'm here with Alexander looking at a beautiful vineyard, making wine, which is thrilling because I know it's the first time that this land has ever made wine in the whole history of humanity, but it already is talking about its place. I can already feel that over the years we're going to be tasting this wine and say, oh, that comes from that beautiful little piece of land which used to be apples just down in Chilham, and the castle's just over there, and Canterbury Cathedral's just there, and you've got a lovely west facing with a slope there, and that's south facing. We're going to get all this in this wine, and you've created it, so thank you very much, Alexander.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. It's we are really excited. It's the first cuvée of Domaine Evremond, the first expression of Domaine Evremond, and we worked so many times to produce that, and it's a big day. It's a really big day for us, and to have the opportunity to introduce you the first cuvée. So it's a huge work, and you explained that about the vineyard at the beginning, and to build the winery, and to make the winemaking process, and to obtain the final result.
It's such a delight for us because when someone like Taittinger comes into England, the expectations are massive, but also the idea that if you don't get it right, there's a long way to fall. And we were obviously, as Taittinger's friends, thinking, please get it right.
I was really worried I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you guys are brilliant, but I was like, what if I don't?
That's my
It's
point.
such a
Exactly. As Amelia says, I'm saying, please make it really good. Please make it really good. Because there's so much really good wine now being made in England, and you have to come straight in at a high level. You can't come like this and say, hey, we'll get better next year. You have to come in at a high level, and you've done that. This is so pure. It's got. I know it's not a Blanc. It's got tons of black grapes in it. But my feeling is, as a style, it's got more of that chalky brightness and that Chardonnay lift than it has Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier.
And a little bit of Pinot Meunier as well. And I don't know whether that's something to do with Kentish chalk. That's how Pinot Noir reacts on Kentish chalk.
It was really the opportunity to have the expression of three different grape varieties: Pinot Meunier for the fruit, Pinot Noir for the structure, and the Chardonnay for the minerality and the freshness. And at the beginning, it was really a special goal because you don't know really all the facets of this terroir. So you advance step by step. You create the vineyard, you create the winery, and after that, when you have the first wine in the cellar room, it's a special emotion because it's really the expression of the work at the beginning and of the terroir. And after that, it was really important to keep this freshness, this purity, and this elegance at the end of the wine. And it's for that the work on the bubbles, to have the small bubbles at the end. It was really important to obtain that after the prise de mousse to have really the perfect expression of this terroir.
Because the bubbles are so small.
They're so it's so creamy.
Aren't they? They just
I love it.
They don't dance on your palate. They
With this
roll
small
across your palate.
salinity and iodize the character, and you have really this oceanic effect of this terroir.
Good point, because of course this was all under the sea. All this chalk
That's a
here
very
is
good
just-
point.
It's full
And
of old fossils and
Yeah.
old. What do you call it?
And
Mollusks.
Yeah, and it's really the specificity of the England terroir to have
Mm-hmm.
this oceanic influence, the seaweeds, and when you want to compare with the other area in the world when you can produce some sparkling wine, you don't have that. This maritime influence, this flint in the shore, this sea wind. So it's really the characteristic of this terroir, and I think for the first expression of this cuvée, you can feel that.
This wind is coming straight off the English Channel.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 miles away, it was coming over the channel. And the flint, because people talk about minerality, and minerality is one of those words you think, oh yeah, what does that mean? Well, flint is one of those times when you might think, I think perhaps I can. Look at that
Yeah.
there. And this is a great precursor for chalk. And if I picked up two of those, if I had hands free, Alexander, one moment, hold this.
Yeah.
This, if I get down, up again, you should be able.
It's like a silex.
Yeah. Oh, let me smell.
Because that's the way you.
Oh, wow.
That's the way in the old days, before they invented cigarette lighters, that you actually made fire. That's proper minerality, not silly minerality that people
No,
pretend
that
is.
is, yeah.
That's proper.
That's
minerality.
proper.
That's those things.
That's the soul of Sheila.
Yeah.
And that it's really the terroir and the expression of this wine. So,
Thank you. Thank
And
you
it
so much.
does come through. I think you've done a fantastic job, Doug. I'm
Thanks a
going to
lot.
give you a hug.
Thanks a
I
lot.
think
Yeah.
it's so important what you've
And
done.
you know, if you are happy, we are happy.
Yeah.
So it's really the final result and the final goal of this adventure. It's really to have a special emotion when you taste the wine.
And one more thing, Alexander. Do you think England is going to prove to be one of the great terroirs of the world?
I don't know, it's the beginning. It's like the beginning of the adventure. For the moment, we have some special feeling about this terroir. I think it's a special terroir. It's not the same terroir as the other one. And we can push the ripeness, we can push the details and many things on the wine, and we will see in 10 and 20 years. You know, to know really a terroir, you need time all the time, and I explain that. When you want to produce a good sparkling wine, you need time all the time. So we will see in the future. But for the moment, we have a good feeling about that.
Alexander, le cœur de français, un champenois par cœur. A champenois in his heart has a special feeling about the terroir of Kent.